The biggest lie about money. You have been lied to, not by a scammer, not by some shady guy in your DMs. You've been lied to by every teacher, every parent, every motivational poster you've ever read. And this one lie, this single, simple lie, is the reason millions of people work themselves to exhaustion and still have nothing to show for it. The lie? Just work harder. That's it. That's the lie. And I'm going to spend the next few minutes completely dismantling it, because once you see what's actually going on, you cannot unsee it. Stay with me. Now, before you click off thinking, I've heard this before, I want you to hear me out. Because this isn't one of those videos where I tell you to work smarter, not harder, and then give you 5 productivity hacks. No. What I'm about to show you is why the system was designed to make you believe that more effort equals more money, and how that belief has kept entire generations broke, tired, and confused. I want you to think about someone you know. Maybe it's a parent. Maybe it's a coworker. Maybe it's you. Someone who wakes up early, stays late, picks up extra shifts, never misses a day. A genuinely hard worker. And yet, at the end of every month, the bank account looks the same, the stress levels look the same, the life looks the same. If hard work was the answer, why isn't it working? That's the question we need to sit with today. The myth. Here's where the work harder myth comes from, and it goes back further than you think. For most of human history, more physical labor literally did mean more output. You farm more land, you get more food. You cut more wood, you build more houses. The equation was real. Then the Industrial Revolution happened. Factories needed obedient workers, and the best way to keep workers compliant? Tell them that if they just grind hard enough, they'll move up, they'll make it. It was never fully true, but it was useful. Fast forward to today. We live in an information economy, in a digital economy, in an economy where a 22-year-old with a laptop can out-earn a 40-year-old working double shifts, not because she works harder, but because she positioned herself differently. The rules changed. Nobody told you. And so you're still playing a game where maximum effort equals maximum reward, but that game has a new rule book that most people never received. Here's what that new rule book actually says. The 3 things hard work can't buy you. There are 3 things that actually build wealth, and none of them are available at your local hustle store. Number 1, strategy. Strategy is knowing which ladder to climb before you start climbing. Because here's the painful truth. You can work incredibly hard on the wrong thing and end up exactly nowhere. Actually, worse than nowhere. You end up exhausted and nowhere. Most people spend years climbing a ladder that's leaning against the wrong wall. A strategy asks, what is the highest leverage activity I could be doing with my time? What skill, what market, what problem is actually worth solving? Where is money already flowing, and how do I position myself in that stream? Hard work without strategy is like running a race without knowing where the finish line is. You'll be fast, you'll be sweaty, you'll be determined, and you'll end up somewhere completely random. Number 2, leverage. This one is the big one. This is the one they really don't teach you. Leverage means making your time, your money, or your knowledge work for you even when you're not working. The person working one job trades time for money, 1 hour at a time. They can only earn as much as the hours they have, which is capped, permanently capped. But the person who understands leverage, they build systems, they build assets, they invest, they automate, they create content that earns while they sleep. They build businesses that run without them. One worker, one stream of income, one outcome. Leveraged aware person, multiple streams, scalable assets, exponential upside. Same 24 hours, completely different results. This isn't about being lazy. The leveraged person probably worked incredibly hard to build those systems, but they built things that kept producing after the effort stopped. That's the difference. Number 3, direction. You need to know where money actually lives. And this sounds obvious, but almost nobody does it. Most people follow a path. Get good grades, get a degree, get a job, work hard, and hope something changes. That path was designed by institutions, not by millionaires. Money lives in solving expensive problems, creating valuable assets, serving markets that are hungry and growing, building equity, not just income. Direction means asking constantly, am I moving towards wealth creation or just towards more activity? Because activity feels like progress. It really does. But activity and progress are not the same thing. The psychology of the hustle trap. Now, I want to get real with you for a second, because this isn't just an economics conversation. This is a psychological one. The work harder myth is so powerful because it's tied to identity. If you believe that hard work equals success, then when success doesn't come, you blame yourself. I'm not working hard enough. I'm not disciplined enough. I'm not good enough. And so you work more, you sleep less, you sacrifice more, and the cycle continues. This is called the hustle trap, and it is designed to keep you too busy to question the system you're in. Because the moment you stop running on the treadmill and look up, you realize the treadmill isn't actually taking you anywhere. The wealthy don't work harder than the poor. Let me repeat that. The wealthy don't work harder than the poor. They work differently. They make decisions from a position of information and strategy. They take calculated risks. They build things that compound. They buy time. They protect their attention. They think in years, while others think in weeks. This is not about talent. It is not about luck. Well, not mostly. It is about framework, about how you see the game. And once you see it differently, everything changes. Okay, so we've torn down the lie. Now let's build something real. Here is a framework. I call it the SLD model. S for strategy, L for leverage, D for direction. You need all three, not one, not two, all three. Let me break down how to actually start applying this. On strategy, stop and ask yourself this question once a week. What is the highest value thing I could be working on right now? Not what's urgent, not what someone else needs. What is highest value for your actual financial trajectory? If you don't know, that's your first task. Research, read, talk to people who are where you want to be. Find the lever, then pull it. On leverage, start small, but start now. If you have money, even a little, put it somewhere it can work. An index fund, a side asset, a skill that compounds. Idle money is a choice to stay poor slowly. If you don't have money yet, build leverageable assets with your time and skills. Write content, build an audience, develop a skill so specialized the market can't ignore you. Create something that can be sold, licensed, or scaled. Every hour you spend building an asset is worth more than every hour spent trading time for money. On direction, map where you are versus where you want to go. Most people have a vague idea of wanting more money or financial freedom. That's not a direction. That's a wish. A direction looks like, I want to generate $2 million per month in passive income within 5 years. Therefore, I need to build X, learn Y, and connect with Z type of people. Specific, measurable, directional. You cannot navigate without a destination, and you cannot optimize a path you haven't chosen. One more thing. Surround yourself with people who think differently about money than you currently do. This is not motivational fluff. This is neuroscience. Your financial beliefs are largely inherited from your environment.
If everyone around you believes that money is for lucky people, or you have to work yourself to death to get ahead, you will keep operating inside that belief system by default. Proximity is powerful. Find communities, mentors, content, anything that rewires how you see the financial world, because you cannot think your way to new results using the same old mental models. Here's what I want you to walk away with today. Hard work is not the enemy. Hard work is a tool, and a tool used without a plan is just exhausting. The people who are winning financially, they're not superhuman. They don't have secret advantages you don't have. They don't have more hours in the day. They have better questions. Instead of, how do I work harder, they ask, what should I be working on? Instead of, how do I
earn more, they ask, how do I build more? Instead of, how do I survive this month, they ask, what can I build this year that pays me for the next decade? That shift from effort to strategy, from income to assets, from motion to direction, that shift is everything. You were never lazy. You were never weak. You were just playing by rules that were written to keep you running in place. Now you know. What you do next is up to you. If this hit different, if something in here clicked for you, do me one favor. Share this video with one person who needs to hear it. Not for me, for them. Because the just work harder lie is quietly robbing people every single day. And the only antidote is better information. Follow for more content like this. Every week I break down the money moves, mindsets, and strategies that they don't teach in school. And if you want to go deeper, I've linked everything in the description. Let's build smarter, not harder. See you in the next one.